Do you remember the first time Gon and Killua met? They instantly hit it off. There was something in both of them that drew them closer, and because of that something, by the time they crossed that finish line, they were already the bestest of friends, whether they knew it at the time or not. And with time, they would only grow closer to the point that they would risk their lives for each other, creating one of the purest, most beautiful relationships I've ever seen in the world of anime. But what if things happened differently? What if Gon wasn't the lovable idiot full of optimism, but instead a defeat-ridden bottom feeder? What if Gon, instead of crossing that finish line with Killua, had stabbed him in the back and sent him to the very hell that he escaped from? What if I told you that is exactly what happens in Blue Lock? Hello and welcome back, my filthy weebs. It's your friendly neighborhood degenerate Kai, and today we're talking about an anime I cannot label as a sports anime because Blue Lock is about soccer as much as Evangelion is about giant robots. Total disclaimer here, I am in no way, shape or form comparing the two or saying that it has a deep philosophical narrative like Evangelion or that it should be considered a timeless masterpiece. Just saying. I know what it is. It's an anime that got me hooked from episode 1, despite belonging to a genre that, for me, doesn't hold much interest, and that is because it's very, very good at doing one thing: creating hype. The plot is pretty straightforward. Isagi Yoichi, a young aspiring soccer player, experiences a devastating loss when he decides to pass the ball to his teammate rather than taking the shot himself. The star of the game is Kira Ryosuke of the opposing team, a handsome, boisterous young man with a bright future who's kinda like a local celebrity, and Isagi is jealous of him. After facing defeat and losing hard, Isagi comes home to find a letter of invitation to Blue Lock, a super high-class training program designed to make the best striker in the world. Upon reaching the building, Isagi is greeted by a familiar face, one he recognizes immediately. It's Kira Ryosuke, the star player who has everything. The two start talking and Isagi notices something strange. Kira is a genuinely good, down-to-earth person. He is just like him, a kid who wants to become a pro soccer player. And that's it. At that point, I thought they were going to be friends, and boy, was I wrong. Isagi and Kira go through the initial selection together, which is basically the choice between continuing the program and giving up on their soccer career if they fail, or going home. The egoistical showrunner, aptly named Ego, tells the young athletes that in order to become the world's best striker, they first need to become the world's biggest egoist. Fuck your team. Play for yourself. Even if your teammate can guarantee a score, you take the shot. Abandon all common sense and become the star on that field. Hearing that speech, every person in that hall stands still, except for one. And you'd think it would be some background mob character destined to go home at the end of the episode, but it's Isagi. He leaps forward, running towards the door to Blue Lock, determined that he won't let anything or anyone stand in his way to the top. Inside the building, he is put in a team with 11 others, and who is there in the same team? It's Kira, the nice guy and potential best friend of the future. The boys had barely settled in when the next step of the selection began, a game of tag with a soccer ball. Whoever's left holding the ball by the time the counter ends goes home. What follows is a sequence that had me glued to the screen. The hype that I talked about, this is it. Complete with black demonic auras, glowing eyes and villain smiles, backed by fluid dynamic animation and adrenaline pumping score. This is it, I thought. This is a promise for all the hype that is yet to come, and I couldn't keep my eyes off of it. All of a sudden, Isagi's it. And he does what any rational person would do. He goes after the weakest guy in the group. He follows him, gets him cornered, and is about to shoot when a strange thought pops up in his head. If he goes after the weakest guy, then that means that he has not grown at all. If he doesn't grow at all, then what's the fucking point? Why is he risking his entire career? Gone are the days of him barely scrounging through every game. Past are the days of him relying on his teammates. This is the time to prove that he is better than everyone else. Better than his past self. And what better way to prove it than going after the strongest guy? With mere seconds remaining on the clock, he shoots and hits his target square in the face. The most talented player is out. His future in soccer, no more. His dreams shattered. It's Kira, the nice guy and potential best friend of the future. And I sit there in awe as I see Gon stab Killua in the back. And this is just the first episode. When it comes to hyping you up and giving you that dose of adrenaline, the anime doesn't stop. On the contrary, it gets even better. In case of character moments, other than Isagi's of course, because they're all incredible, I love Bachira and Chigiri the most. Since we're talking about Chigiri, I just want to say, I am not gay. Just putting it out there, I'm not gay. Nobody asked me. Nobody said anything. I'm just saying, I am not gay. Okay? God damn it. I said I am not gay. Blue Lock is brilliant. It doesn't matter if you don't know anything about soccer or aren't interested in sports anime. It will tie you up, glue you to your seat, tape your eyelids open, and shove massive quantities of exhilaration and excitement down your throat with a huge 16-inch dildo made of adrenaline, and you will love every second of it. And that is why I really think you should watch Blue Lock. And that's about it. I mean, I could go on about all the rest of the things that the anime does, which are really good and amazing, but I think that's all I want to say in this video. So watch Blue Lock. It's good. And thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.